Hello everyone, this is Prabha Singh, and today you are watching that this is the picture of Henrik Ibsen, and today we will discuss about Henrik Ibsen's biography. It is very important for you, and if you are doing preparation for any kinds of government exams, it will be so much helpful for you. And in this video, I have given such a more important facts about Henrik Ibsen. I hope you will enjoy to this video. Thank you. Okay, now we are getting started. First of all, born. Henrik Ibsen was born Norway 20th March 1828, Skien, Telemark, and death 23rd May 1906 at the age 78. He was Norwegian playwright and theatre director, poet and dramatist as one of the founders of modernism in theatre. Okay, uh, when they uh, when they will talk about born 20th March 1828 and died 23rd May 1906 at the age of 78. He was playwright, theatre director, poet, dramatist and one of the founders of modernism. And first of all, please keep in your mind that Henrik Ibsen has never wrote about the poems. He has never wrote poem. Okay, and now we are talking about children. His children was Sigurd Ibsen and father Knud Ibsen, mother Marischen Bettenberg. At when he was 15 years old, then Ibsen left school, moved to Grimstad. Okay, became an apprentice pharmacist. Began writing play in 1846. When they will talk about when Ibsen was started his writing career, then you will tell the 1846. Okay, became a became an apprentice pharmacist. Now we are talking about his first play, tragedy Catalina. Okay, his first play, tragedy Catalina, 1850, when he was only 22, because it was not very famous. It was not to be performed on stage. This was published under the pseudonym Brian Zolf Bizarre. Okay, when they will talk about published. Okay, now we are talking about first play to be staged, The Burial Mound. This play was staged. This was played on the stage, The Burial Mound, in 1850. Received little attention because when he was published in 1849, because so that was the play that was published in 1849. Okay, 1849 that was published, but that was not very successful. You can say that was not very successful play. This was the Burial Mound. It was the performed by. It was first time performed on the stage. Ibsen means inspiration in the early right up to Peer Gynt. Okay, was apparently the Norway folk tales as collected by Peter Christian Asbjornsen and Jorgen Moe. Okay, Ibsen main inspiration in the early period right up to Peer Gynt. Keep in mind, Peer Gynt was apparently the Norwegian folk tales as collected by Peter Christians Asbjornsen and Jorgen Moe. Okay, now we are talking about Ibsen returned. Ibsen returned to Christiania in 1852. In 1858, sorry. When they will talk about when he was returned to Christiania in 1858 to become the creator director of the Christiania Theatre. Okay, why he was returned to 1852, 1508 became the creator director of Christiania. Okay, now we are talking about the special intention for Henrik Ibsen on the occasion of 100th anniversary of Ibsen's death in 2006. The Norwegian government organized the Ibsen year, which included celebration around the world. Okay, when was the Ibsen year? In 2006, 100th anniversary of Ibsen's death in Norway government organized. Now second is here, NRK produced a mini series on Ibsen's childhood and youth in 2006. An Immortal Man. Who was an immortal man? The Henrik Ibsen. Every year, now we are talking about third organizer, organized, which was the you can say organizer. Every year since 2008, the annual Death Best Festival is held in India, organized by the Dramatic Art Delhi Festival. Okay, please keep in mind, Delhi Festival is held in India, organized by the Dramatic Art and Academy, Dada, in collection with the Royal Norway Embassy in India. Okay, this question please keep in your mind. NRK produced a mini series in Ibsen's childhood and youth in 2006 and An Immortal Man. एन इमॉर्टल मैन का टाइटल किसे मिला है? हेनरिक इब्सन को मिला है। और दिल्ली में हर साल 2008 से उनके लिए प्रोग्राम मतलब शुरू करा है उनके लिए, हेनरिक इब्सन के लिए। ए डॉल्स हाउस in 1862 he was exiled to Italy where he wrote Tragedy Brand. When he was written Tragedy Brand, when he was wrote, so please keep in your mind 1862 and 1868 Ibsen moved to Germany. He wrote one of his most famous work, the play A Doll's House. In 1868 Ibsen moved to Germany. He wrote one of his most famous work, the play A Doll's House. Now Hedda Gabler. 1890 in 1890 Hedda Gabler was written. 1891 Ibsen had returned to Norway, a literary hero. His father merchant, mother painter, played the piano. His father was merchant, mother painter, played the piano. 1849 wrote first play Catalina, a drama written in verse modeled after one of his great influences. 1849 I had mentioned 1850 at the first when I was talk about, I was told you at on that place I had written 1850, but that is wrong. Please keep in your mind 1849, but it was not very famous. Wrote first play Catalina. Ibsen had a fateful encounter with violinist and theatre manager Ole Bull. Please keep in your mind Ole Bull. 1857 returned to Christiania to run another theatre चलाने के लिए 1852 में, ठीक है। Ibsen wrote love's comedy satiric look at marriage in 1862. When he was wrote love's comedy in 1862 satirical look at marriage. 1862 Norway left, setting in Italy for a long time. 1862 moved to Germany. 1862 moved to Germany and 1860 moved to Germany and 1862 Norway left. When he was left Norway, please keep in your mind 1862. He was left Norway. 1852 returned to Christiania. Now we are talking about Peer Gynt. What is it? Was a famous. Okay, it was so much famous in 1867. A modern take on Greek epics of the past, the words play follow the title character on a quest. When he was written 1867. I hope you will enjoy to this video. And Ghost 1881 Ghost stirred up even more controversy by tackling such topics as incest and venereal dishes. 1881. What is this time? Ghost, when was published in 1881, stirred up even more controversy by tackling such topics as incest and venereal disease. Okay, Ghost. Please keep this years when it was published. Please keep in mind. Now we are talking about 1883, An Enemy of the People. 1888, The Lady from the Sea, and then he soon headed back to Norway, where he spent the remainders of his years. Now we are talking about Love's Comedy. 1862 made Ibsen the center of a controversy in Norway and Denmark. Which was that play? Love's Comedy. It was very famous for Henrik Ibsen. I had mentioned here sequence wise. 1883, An Enemy of the People. 1888, The Lady from the Sea. Love's Comedy 1862 and The Pretenders 1863 was successfully staged the following year. 1863, The Pretenders and Love's Comedy 1862 made Ibsen the center of a controversy in Norway and Denmark. Now we are talking about his works. Okay, I had mentioned here sequence wise. Please keep in your mind. First of his year. 1862 Love's Comedy. 1863 The Pretenders. 1866 one by one we will talk about on this play what Ibsen had told us in this play on, and which topic was related to this play. Okay, 1862 Love's Comedy, 1863 The Pretenders, 1866 The Brand, 1867 Peer Gynt, I had told you already about Peer Gynt, 1869 The League of Youth, 1877 The Pillars of Society, 1881 Ghost, 1882 An Enemy of the People, 1884 The Wild Duck, 1850 The Burial Mound, and 1852 St. John's Eve. Please keep in your mind this works is very important of Henrik Ibsen. 1869 The League of Youth, 1877 The Pillars of Society, 1881 Ghost, 1882 An Enemy of the People, and 1884 The Wild Duck, 1850 The Burial Mound, 1852 St. John's Eve, 1866 The Brand. This works is very famous. These works are very famous of Henrik Ibsen. Now we are talking about 1899 when we Dead Awaken. Which was this play? When We Dead Awaken, 1899. At 1894, Little Eyolf. 1899, Hedda Gabler. I had told you about Hedda Gabler. It was very famous. 1899. It was published 1899. Please keep this in your mind. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. I have mentioned some important topics about this poet, and this is very important for your exams if you are doing preparation for government exams, UGC NET, first grade, second grade, every topic in this exam Henrik Ibsen has mentioned. This exam that will be so much helpful for you. Okay, thank you.